So I've got a bunch of games on here that I've installed that were basically specifically marked as unsupported on deck. And that's for a reason. Because I kind of want to prove that wrong. Oh, so I haven't like messed with these games on purpose for some of these that I've kind of installed on here. There is one that I know for sure works just fine, and that's Rot. And it's because what you're looking for in your game description is that full controller support. So even though in the details it says like it's unsupported, Valve's still working on support for this on deck. If you see that full controller support, it should pretty much work. Because all it's going to do is it will set up a gamepad with joystick or whatever as the recommended layout or template. So if I go into it here, so we've got the full gamepad controls, of course. So of course any gamepad game is going to work. Hello. Okay, there we go. I believe I have a save game on this. So yeah, see, stuff here works. So if we go into oh. So we can see that works. I can't remember if so there are going to be some games that are going to work okay with the trackpad working the way as is. So sometimes what you can test is there are some games that support controller mouse keyboard hybrid. Like Borderlands 2 supports it. So the way you're going to test that basically is you go into your controller settings. So you've got track gamepad with joystick trackpad. So they've actually got one. So you can do gamepad with mouse trackpad, and you're going to see that it puts the trackpad as the mouse and still keeps it as right stick click there. So we can see that we can still do the mouse thing and controller thing with it. So sometimes all it is, and then from there, if you don't like the sensitivity mouse or touchpad is on, then you can just adjust that otherwise. But generally, for the most part, I'm kind of like flipping between the two to work with them. So yeah, that's one game that worked pretty well with it. So that game I've played with already on it. The other ones are ones that I haven't quite played with. And they do support gamepad, which I looked at. So we go into Blood and Bacon, and that's kind of the big one that you're looking for is does it support gamepad is kind of your baseline for like whether the game is going to run just fine. So Blood and Bacon I have not played on the deck as of yet. So I'm not quite sure if it's going to run, but I've had it run in Proton before just fine. It is a really small game though, so I'm not really worried about it. And I've already shown off other games that definitely have no gamepad support at all. So or have no gamepad older games that way. So So it kind of worked, but yeah, it crashed. I don't know why. So Sonic Adventure DX. I've messed around with Sonic Adventure 2 on deck and it plays just fine. So this one should play just fine too once it installs everything. Okay. So of course we're going to have to do some messing around here. There's our graphics adapter. We're going to turn VSync on for sake of things. Audio input device. Gonna do controller. Okay. Yeah, this one should run just fine, honestly. Again, first time messing with it on deck. What'd you do, buddy? So there does appear to have some interesting graphical things going on.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
It's going away, Sonic. See ya.
You know nothing, fool. It's chaos, the god of destruction.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Skip the cutscene, please. Ooh, that's hot. All those polygons. Anyway. D-pad doesn't work too well, it seems. That's okay. But another point, yeah, I'm not going to go into the rest. I think we can guess how they're going to go. So Gish and Thomas Was Alone both have Linux native ones, so I guess, we should try it out at least for 2 minutes. Stroll, blah, 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 next of blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's what it does. Come on, you drip. Doesn't change anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah. Options. That's sad. Okay, finally, last one. Yeah, see, works perfectly. So this kind of like underscores the point that anything with gamepad support should work pretty well. So I've actually got a few games that are non-Steam games that actually work perfectly within the game as well, and or within Steam, and they support gamepad, which is one reason why I think I want one that'll load up pretty quickly. So Ion Fury is one that supports gamepad and gamepad controls, so that's why I use it. And I don't know what the compatibility looks like on Steam, but this is basically what it. So yeah, it runs pretty well already, and it has pretty good hybrid support as well. So So if I look at the settings I have as mouse, just like in I set it up otherwise. So yeah, many games work pretty well on the Steam Deck. If it says unsupported, kind of double check why. But I think the first thing I would check is whether it has controller support in the game. And if you've got a game outside that is a non-Steam game, I would check with controller support as well, and those will usually run pretty well. Just like I showed off with Bloodborne PSX, it uses a gamepad and things like that. So, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Algorithm really seems to like that, and it actually helps it get directly out to more people. And you can even join the chat and interact when I'm not online or what have you in Discord, Guilded, XMPP, and check out my streaming stuff. Links are all in the description places, and I will see you guys later.